Hey everybody, Phone Scoop here. Today we're taking a quick look at the new Sanyo Incognito, a sideways clamshell phone for the Sprint network. Looking at the front of the phone, you might think, hey, what the heck's going on here? There's nothing there. But a quick flick of the little menu button shows you hiding a numeric keypad and directional pad here. And this is a touch-based interface, so dialing numbers, you press this this touch screen here, and I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it provides haptic feedback as you interact with it. Feels pretty good, and I have to say the haptic feedback helps out a lot to know that you have pressed the different numbers. Of course, this does make for slightly more difficult typing when in a car, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, but typing without looking at the keyboard will be more difficult because it's hard to tell exactly where your thumb is when dialing. Taking a quick spin around the rest of the hardware, on the left side is the hinge, and you can see a lock-unlock key here. This is just a sliding key that will unlock the exterior display. On the right is where all the action is with the Incognito. We've got a application key, we've got the volume toggle, we've got a hatch covering the micro SD card port, and another hatch covering the charging port there. And on the top we have a hatch covering the headset jack, and I'll show you that that's a 2.5mm job and not a 3.5mm job, which means you'll need to use an adapter if you want to use most regular stereo headphones with this device. And on the back we have a simple 2-megapixel camera and no flash, and of course you can see the grates for the ringer there and the battery cover there on the back. Opening up the Incognito, you'll see that it has a full QWERTY keyboard for messaging. And this keyboard actually feels pretty good. It has a nice rubber coating to the keys here, and they actually have excellent travel and feedback. You can really tell when you've pressed these keys, and they've got enough contour and definition to really let you know where your thumb is as you pass over the keys. Of course, we've got some dedicated keys here. We've got a camera launching key. We've got a key that initiates a text message. We've got a emoticon key here. And it's always nice to see a dedicated @ symbol that can be accessed without having to press any sort of function or shift keys. So that's nice to have. There's also a dedicated speakerphone key there, and then a full 5-way directional D-pad, and the send and end keys are here as well. And we've got soft keys up here for interacting with the menu of the Incognito. The Incognito runs Sprint's one-click user interface, and you can see there's a dock along the bottom, and as we scroll sideways through that dock, you'll see different menus and features pop up. Here, of course, is a shortcut screen where you can add your own shortcuts. Here's a dedicated MySpace client, a dedicated Twitter client, which is nice to see, and a dedicated Facebook client. Those are all nice for social networking. The Sprint navigation feature, the Google application, which I happen to really like. You can see it defaults to a Google search here, but you also have access to Google Maps, Gmail, YouTube, and other features. Of course, we've got the internet, and here on the one-click user interface you can add bookmarks, and then we go back to the home screen, and here if we want to dive into the main menu, we just hit the center of the D-pad, and then we see the entire menu for all of the phone systems. So go back out of that real quick, and you can see messaging. Here's the voicemail. This is where you access text messaging and email and IM, and of course your account details are available here, and you can personalize your phone here. So the one-click user interface is pretty simple to understand and figure out, and it actually has a pretty good number of features. The phone itself is pretty good form factor, comfortable to hold. People who like to dial without looking at the screen might find it a little bit troublesome to not have physical buttons here, but the touch buttons do work well enough. And there it is, the Sanyo Incognito for the Sprint network.